chemtrail up there behind me there. Yeah. Alright, it's like, why don't I give up on God, man? Well, it's because God hasn't given up on me. That's why I don't. That's what compels me to push on forward. And trust me, man, it's not looking too good. It'd probably, if he was going to cut, it'd be a perfect time to cut out. You know what I'm saying? But, and here's the thing, too, about that, too, man. It's like, and that's evidence that, I've done the most wretched and vile things throughout my life, man, at times, and the most horrible things have been done to me as well, wretched and vile things. And there's a two process thing here. One, you got to accept the fact that, yeah, you've done some bad, vile, freaking things. But you got to learn from it and let that be fuel to not do it again. And likewise, when people do fucked up, vile things, wretched things to you, you likewise got to forgive them as well. Because that's helps at that process of you, look, is that a frickin' persistent surveillance initiative on me already? Yep, there he is. See what I mean? A bird of darkness is watching and peeping and muttering like a wizard. There's this, you can see a square scalar tract. Hey, persistent surveillance initiative. Yeah, like, and here's another thing too. It's like, look, it's like you learn to put on a good frickin' show for people, man. It's like, it might look like you're strong or you're stubborn or you don't care. It's just, no, really on the inside, I'm on the verge of running or giving up. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I'm always right there on the verge, man, of giving up. And sometimes, for the moment, I do give up. You know what I'm saying? I got limitations, man. I can only take so much psychological poison and toxicity, at a time. And when it just is, it's like, yeah, man, you got to keep, once again, it's the same thing as like, look, you don't go in the morning, you don't run straight to the internet and listen to the bad news, man. You got to run, you go pray, then get filled up with some scriptures, then look at these other things. You know what I'm saying? Yes, be aware. Yes, current issues are going to affect your life like majorly, and it's the Bible once again tells us to watch all the time and pay attention for when you see certain things happen. They're markers for the time period you're in, so you can't be oblivious, but then you can't keep yourself drowning in the darkness of this evil world, man, and the people who run it. If you stare too much at it, you'll fear it, and fear is a form of idolatry, or you'll want to partake of it, and that's idolatry as well. You know what I'm saying? Because it's anything that exalts itself over God in your life is kind of idolatry, and which really sucks when the devil, the legalist he is, will take away every freaking thing out of your freaking life that you enjoy. You know what I'm saying? And it'll just, through the legalism, he'll push that. Like, kind of like how Abraham was asked if he'd sacrifice his own son, and then there was a ram in the bush. Well, the devil, the devil will really try to twist that around and make you jump through some hoops to prove that, he'll make you prove it if he's onto you like that. And it's same thing, man. Look, I'm really not. I'm not really that strong, man. It's not a. Sometimes it seems people think I'm just the ninja and immune to pain, and I can just take it, and I can forgive anyone and walk away. It's like, man, but you don't know the devil when he's using this stuff in my mind with me later. You don't see those conflicts. You know, it's funny to start the fire, but you ain't it's like you like to start a little fire, take off. You're sitting here alone and there's a big freaking fire and you got to fight it, and this person wants to sit back and watch you fight the fire alone. You know what I'm saying? And or not even give a fuck, man. Just look, while you're sleeping, they'll start the fire and leave, and then you know, it's pretty chatty situation to be in, man. But I've been there, like in a more literal of a sense than actually metaphorically, in a few senses of the analogy of the burning house. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's like, but I'm not gonna give up on God. He ain't gave up on me. I know that it's politics, man. In a way, it's the politics of the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? In a way, like the devil's trying to run for fucking president of heaven, and he's got like 1/3 of even heaven that follows him, and he's got all these fallen beings by default that have to follow him. The demons from in the book of Jashers and Jubilees, it talks about the spirits and the demons, who they are. That third of fallen angels, and probably 2/3 to 4/5 of mankind knowingly and unknowingly serve Satan as well. You know what I'm saying? So he's right. It's like it's politics, and it's just it's like in a way. That's a way to kind of express it, that they believe that their candidate is going to win, but it's not a normal kind of election. It's kind of more like it's a redistribution of power is what they're expecting. You know what I'm saying? An overthrow and a redistribution of power. Yeah, but see, here's the thing too about being weak. You know what I'm saying? In the flesh. Sometimes the flesh has got to be made so freaking weak that all you have to left going is spirit. And that's why a man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word which proceedeth out the mouth of God. Because look, if it wasn't for during them times, if you didn't have that bread, the word, to comfort yourself with, encourage yourself with, to remind you, to refocus, recenter you, I'm sure I would perish. I would have perished by misery. I'd have perished by pain and suffering and the absence of any kind of joy at all. Because, like I said, like the devil's really, uh, it's like the things that you really like a cigarette. Try to use that to decrease anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Well, the devil makes you run out of cigarettes, and he likes to sit there and watch you sweat, for instance, or it keeps you needy. You know what I'm saying? Likes to keep you needy, because then needy is what makes people commit crimes and steal and do all these kind of connivings, is that they get sick of poverty, and then it's problem, reaction, solution. That's how the devil fucking gets you. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, look at that. Whoa, that thing went by my ear. You know what I'm saying? It was a freaking hummingbird, a green one. Unless that was, maybe it wasn't a hummingbird. Maybe it was a Terminator, Skynet, cybernetic drone, or maybe it was just a hummingbird. Well, we'll never know. Anyway, here's I'm doing a little sermon testimony slash Skywatch Chronicle slash nature documenting, bird hunting. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can really crunch the footage. Look right above there. There's a weird, strange, almost dome-like effect to that right there. Yeah, man, it's like the sky is definitely taking on a more holographic look to it from day to day. See that semi-spherical thing with the dot in the middle? Wow, it's a trip.